Hello everyone, welcome back to Herky the Cavalier's channel. I'm here today with Herky and Milton, and before we get started, I just wanted to quickly show you how adorable their new hoodies are. And we are so proud of these. Honestly, they're finally on the boutique. The girls are modeling them right now. They're available in both the navy and the gray, and aren't they so cute? I'm just obsessed with these hoodies. We actually went to the Super Zoo show in Las Vegas this summer because our goal was to find dog hoodies. So we found them, we love them. They're available in these two designs. You can see Milton has the little mono line on the back. Herky has the other design that says keep calm and wag on, and we're just obsessed. We love them, and we also have so many new stuff on the boutique, so if you haven't checked them out already, please do. There we have new fall and winter gear. We have new stuff for humans, namely Cavalier socks. See? Cavalier socks! So today I just wanted to talk about something that's super requested and something that's almost asked from us daily on Instagram and Facebook, and that is what the girls eat. So I'm gonna go over the food that they eat, how much they eat, our tips and tricks on how to make them eat. So if you're interested in finding out what Herky and Milton eat, just keep watching. Okay, so to jump right into the topic, Herky and Milton actually eat a mix of two different foods, and this is a formula that over the past 2 years or so, we find that really help both Herky and Milton to not only stabilize their weight, but also encourage their eating behavior. Herky and Milton are pretty different in their eating habits. Herky will gain weight very easily, and she's really not picky about food, so she'll just about eat anything. However, Milton is quite the opposite. She doesn't gain weight easily at all. Quite the contrary, she has trouble gaining weight, and more often than not, she's quite picky with her food, especially in the morning. We noticed that with Milton, she needs to eat 3 to 4 times a day in order to feel comfortable. She gets hungry very fast, and in the morning, when she hasn't had any food late at night before bedtime, she'll tend to be very nauseous and even vomit in the morning. So we found that their eating schedule that works best for both of them is to have 3 meals a day, and then late at night, right before bed, we're gonna give Milton a little bit of food, and just to be fair, we're gonna give Herky a bit as well. Now, as far as portion control, I've mentioned this in a video before, but you can really adjust the amount of food that you feed your dog, and it can be different from what the package instructions say. I modify them because Herky gains weight easily, but Milton has trouble gaining weight, so they actually eat the same portion of food every day. They eat a total of about 3/4 of a cup per day. So an example of the feedings that is recommended on the Canisource Grand Cru, they suggest that for a dog of 12 pounds, which is Milton's weight, they should eat half a cup per day. So this just gives you an idea of little miss here that has a hard time gaining weight. We feed her more than what she's supposed to. And for a dog of about 25 pounds, but Herky is more 18 pounds, they say she should eat 1 cup per day. Herky eats 3/4 of a cup, which is about exactly what she should eat. We keep their food in a jar like this for daily feedings. It's a mix of both of their kibble, basically, and we have a 1/4 measuring cup in there. So for each meal, we actually serve them 1/4 of a cup in the morning, at lunchtime, and at nighttime. At night, we'll usually just pick a few kibble and play a little game with them before bedtime, and that's going to be their feeding. They're going to have maybe 5 or 6 kibbles each. So the mix of their food that they actually eat is a mix of Orijen Six Fish. We really like Orijen because it's a very high quality kibble. It's a Canadian brand, and we really like their food. It's also a kibble that Milton loves to eat, so it encourages her to eat in the morning. I also really like their food because it contains a lot of fresh ingredients. Yes, it's a kibble, but it's pretty much like the highest quality of kibble that you can get for your pup. We also like to feed them a fish-based diet because it contains a lot of healthy fats, and that's good for Cavalier hearts, so that's why we like to up their intake of fish. Just in general, I just think Orijen is a great brand of food, so that's why we decided to go for this one. And the other food that we mix it with is the Canisource Grand Cru. I'm going to show it to you right here. This is a food from Quebec. It's a local food. It's a dehydrated raw. So we decided to go for the dehydrated raw because it's a good between the kibble and the raw feedings. We don't know enough about raw diets yet to go on a fully raw diet, although we do consider it. Just for convenience purposes, also we do go for the dehydrated raw. Just let us know in the comments below if any of you are on the raw diets and if you recommend it. Any information regarding raw diets would be super helpful. So we like this food because it's local, it's made here, all the ingredients are human grade, so we believe that anything that they eat should be as good as what we eat. Same for Orijen, actually. Most of their ingredients are human grade. So we just think that the dehydrated raw is a good in between. As I mentioned, it has a lot of great benefits. Herky loves that food, and you can really feed this to them as kibble, so it has the convenience of the kibble but a lot of the advantages of the raw food as well. But of course you can rehydrate these kibble in order to feed them to your pup. And the reason why we mix the dehydrated raw with the kibble is that Milton, as I mentioned in the morning, she can be quite nauseous and really picky. And when she's picky with food, she won't eat the dehydrated raw. I don't know why. It's like she's a lazy chewer or something. But when she's picky in the morning and there's both the foods mixed together, you'll notice that she'll eat the Orijen first and then she'll go for the Canisource. So it's like she's, I don't know, like maybe it's easier for her to eat, maybe it's easier for her to, I don't know. She just picks that one first, so that's why we mix the two. We also like to mix up the Canisource. We usually go for the fish formula, but this time we have the red meat. This one is pork and beef. They say that this has a lot of benefits, that you'll no longer experience allergies. You'll notice that their tartar on their teeth disappears. There's improved digestions, improved joint mobility, improved coat and skin, and no more burned grass. So I've never noticed firsthand about the grass because they never pee exactly at the same place. So I don't notice if the burning of the grass improved, but I do notice that they like it. They're healthy. They don't have any health issues. I'm pretty happy with that. So a few tips. Oh, did you see that fly? Herky and Milton's been trying to catch this fly since yesterday. It's so adorable. Anyways, a few tips and tricks on how to encourage eating for picky eaters like this little lady here. This also helps for pups like Herky who are quite dehydrated. Herky doesn't drink as much water as she should. So for each meal, we actually add about a quarter cup of warm water to their food. This will help Milton because it softens up her food a bit, and it helps Herky because it has water, so it encourages hydration. If your pup doesn't like the warm water, Did you catch it? Did you catch it, baby? If your pup is a bit pickier, what I would suggest is to add warm broth. Be sure that you pick a broth that is salt-free or sodium-free, or even better, that it's homemade. You can use some chicken broth, some beef broth, some vegetable broth, anything that's salt-free, homemade, or packaged. That can really encourage hydration. Another tip when she is being extra needy and difficult is to add some cut up tiny pieces of cooked chicken breast, and this she'll eat right up. In the mornings, I'm telling you, when she doesn't want to eat anything and I add just a bit of chicken to her bowl, it makes like a whole entire soup with the water and the chicken and her kibble. She'll eat it right up. Another thing that you can add to their food is goat milk or yogurt or pumpkin puree. All these things are very healthy for your pup, and you can just add it in their food to encourage hydration. Just make sure that for yogurt, we like to use the coconut yogurt because it's dairy free, so it's easier on their digestion and you can prevent a bit of diarrhea. The pumpkin puree really helps digestion and it can help having healthier poops. And goat milk, well, they just really like the taste. I would warm it up just a little bit if you want and add it to their kibble just so that they eat it all up. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below, and any video suggestions of what you want to see next, we would love to see those in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching, guys. We love you and we'll see you soon. Bye!